Hello YouTube and welcome Diecast family. Today for jammer time, we're just gonna reach in here and we're gonna just grab any random jammer. Over here's my US side, over here's my Euro. So without looking, I'm gonna shut my eyes. I'm just gonna reach in here and I'm gonna grab one of these. So whatever one I grab, we're gonna do. My eyes are shut. I don't know what this is. Oh man, would you look at that? So it looks like we're gonna be doing Skylines today for this jammer time video. So let me set up the camera and the display and we'll start going through all these. I have quite a few new ones I need to add to this. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, and the first one is going to be this blue Skyline. These are going to be, we're going to be starting out with the Nissan Skyline GTR R34. Awesome mainline. I think from back in the day. And somehow I'm going to have to start keeping track of what jammers I do. So next one, we got another blue one. The first one had a plastic spoiler. So at first they had plastic fins, and then they went to the part of the casting. I'm pretty sure this is R34, the same as the other. Yep. No. Yes. Can't read upside down. GTR R34. That one had, this isn't a variation of it, but I also have this red one. That one does have the plastic spoiler, so it's an older release. Then we have one of my favorite releases of it. Pretty expensive one, pretty hard to get. I think it was called Road Trip, the series or something. But this is one of my favorite because it has a satin black flat hood that I just absolutely love. Love the color of it too. Really, really happy to have that one in the collection, especially a loose one. It is a pretty hard one to come by. The next one is probably one of the most famous ones. This was a super treasure hunt. If you wait a second, I can grab the super. Here's a super treasure hunt. It has a TH on the hood. It's in the Spectra Flame Green. Of course, it has the real riders. But I don't keep my supers in the jammers. I keep my supers in the Hot Wheels display. Hopefully they come out with the new release of the Hot Wheels display. It's been a while. They're about due. I could use 2 more of them, especially since NASCAR ain't, or NASCAR displays, these displays, you can no longer get them, which is unfortunate because I needed a few more of them, but I guess I'll have to buy the Hot Wheels displays. Another one of my favorite releases of this casting. Absolutely love this release. And we have the Fast and Furious. Which I do have 4 more premiums of different color variations of this in my Hot Wheels display, but we're not going to show them in this video. The Super was, I guess, a bonus. Just going to kind of keep it to the jammer. So here's a different release of the same car. Has different rims on it. Slightly different color silver. This is more of a gray. This is more of a silver. Besides that, I don't notice a whole lot different with them. They both have rear detail, so happy to have them both in the collection. Then we got this Gran Turismo one, pretty cool paint scheme. And we have this all blue premium variation with real riders. For some reason, I think I have 2 of. I have one on in my display. Let me grab it. Alright, I know why. This one in my display, I'm not going to put it up here with this one. I don't want to get them mixed up. But this one, it's actually a darker blue. This is an original Retro Entertainment release of it. So P30. Let's see. This one is a K20. That might mean something to somebody. I'm not sure. This could be the original one. I could be mixed up. But anyways, I don't want to mix them up, so. Then we have another premium in white. And then that looks like that's going to be all I have for the R34. So the next one I think might be an R35. No, not an R35. R32. So the next ones we're going to look at is going to be the Nissan Skyline GTR R32. And this one has real riders. It was from the same set that this one came out in. Then I have a premium variation of it in red. With real riders. I'll just go ahead and show the other 2 premiums I have, and then we'll go to the main lines. So another premium release is going to be this all black one. Really awesome in all black. We have this release of it in silver. Gonna be another premium release. And them headlights almost look plastic. They almost look real. The gloss over the decal, the reflection of it, I don't know. It just looks really good on all these premiums. I noticed it on this one too. Really good job with the headlights, Hot Wheels. And we have some mainline releases of it. Gonna be here in white. Color variation of the white is going to be this blue one. They do have nice rear detail on these. I think it's in the contract with Hot Wheels. They always have to do the round tail lights on these. If you look on all these Skylines, every one of them has the tail lights done. Well, this one don't. The Gran Turismo one doesn't. I think it's the only one. Yeah, even this one does. So they all pretty much do. All these main lines do. So we got another mainline variation in red. Looks a lot like the premium variation we had. Of course, the premium one has full detail, so. But I bet the taillights are done. Wait until it comes around. We'll find out. Yep. Imagine that. Then we have it in purple here. Really freaking good in purple. Really like this Hot Wheels purple color. Really like when they do it one solid color like that too, and like this blue one. I like some good racing graphics, but I also like a good factory car that you see going down the road too. So then this car here, definitely a GTR, but it has a different spoiler than the other one. Maybe it doesn't. Just looks different because it's white, I guess. It's still the R33, so it is different. That's R32. Then here's R33, which looks like it's the only one I have. And then the first one we looked at was R34. Maybe someday I'll organize them all in order. Nah, probably not. Too time consuming, but it was a thought. And then I'm not sure why. Maybe I only have 3 releases of it. But we got the Akuska Skyline, Nissan Skyline. But I think people call it the Akuska Skyline. This really cool purple color. Came out in Japan Historics 2. Awesome, awesome. Love the purple color. Love the low stance. This was a first release where they had these small 4 spokes that are just really fitting on these cars. Then we got another Nissan Skyline C210. Looks like it was a Fast and Furious release maybe. Awesome detail on the front. You don't see that very often from Hot Wheels where it looks like they backwash the grill, but man, does it look good when they do it. And then I have a black variation of this. No idea what release this would have came out in. Once again, a backwashed grill. Looks really good. Love me any Skyline. So that's it for this side of the jammer. Let's go ahead and flip it around and check out the other side. Oh, and there's some good ones. Oh, shit. Damn it. I'm usually really careful not to do that. Oh. Oh, the first one we're going to put up is this all black. What is this? Oh, don't even say what it is. It looks like a Skyline to me, though. Man. Can't believe that happened. Be careful with your jammers. If you're getting your cars out and displaying them or looking at them. Oh. So disappointing. But it happens. More often than I like to admit. So then we'll follow that one up with another black variation of it. I don't know. This is 72, 74, 76 Skyline. I have no idea. I think there's two different grille variations of this one though. We have a really awesome mainline variation of it, or not mainline, premium variation of it. Not sure what release this came out in, but really love this paint scheme on it. This was a original or a real paint scheme. Kind of like this paint scheme on it. Just another iconic paint scheme on this car. We got a gold release of it. Does that say what it is? Made in Indonesia. Nope, sure don't. And we have this one that would have came out in like a camo release from Walmart. They would do the camo releases, like a 5-10 car set. They would have, they had a Chevy Silverado in it before, so. Then we have a premium variation of it. Looks to be a Fast and Furious release of it. And next we have an R30 Nissan Skyline. You can see the headlights are actually part of the windshield. That's how they get the plastic headlights. It'd be all one piece if you took this apart. I have a few variations of it. Really like this black and gray one. To me, it just looks like a really factory variation of it. Really cool. Then we have a white variation. It says 83 right on the side for the year. We have a white mainline. And we got a really awesome mainline. This is probably one of the most iconic paint schemes for this car. And of course they had a Z-Mac release of this one, which I also have. Then the last car in this jammer just says Nissan Skyline. But you know what? This one, by far, is my favorite Nissan Skyline release. I just love everything. All the curves on it. Absolutely everything. This is, without a doubt, my favorite Skyline casting. Absolutely love this casting. Nice looking gold variation. This would have been a mainline variation. I don't know when, but 2012 maybe. Maybe older than that. Maybe newer than that. And we got this awesome blue variation of it. So far, all these variations all have a black hood. We got a silver variation of this. Really cool. The next one, don't know what it is about this, but actually the next three are like some of my favorite Hot Wheel releases ever. I don't even know what it is about this one, but I freaking love it. It's freaking awesome. Really freaking happy to have that in my collection. Just like this one. This one has a satin black hood. Just really freaking awesome. And this next one was actually a super treasure hunt. I do not have the super of it. I wish I did. Absolutely love this one. Really freaking awesome. Really awesome that it was available as a mainline too. Just, and a super, and they made a super out of it. Or like, are you kidding me? But I think this super sells for quite a lot, so. And it's one that's harder to find. One, you don't always see one for sale on eBay. But love how it says Nissan in the back window. Just really, really love this. And almost every one of these cars, I cracked them open on video, on camera. So in previous videos, pretty much all these have been cracked open on video. So pretty much all these are fresh blister pulls. Pretty much my entire collection of loose Hot Wheels is all fresh blister pulls. So love the color, the satin green on this. Another really cool release. But I even love this yellow release here. And the next one, still trying to figure out what's going on, because unless I have two of them, I normally don't put my burgundy releases in here. But this particular burgundy release is, I think, a road trips car. And I think it's pretty hard to find. So I would find it hard to believe that I would have two of them loose. So, not sure why this one isn't in the burgundy car collection. But man, oh man, is that a freaking awesome release. I think that's a really, really hard to get one that comes out in the road trip. It was like a Japan release or something. I don't even think they ever released that series in the US. I could be wrong. If somebody knows more about it, comment down below. Love reading your guys' comments, so please make sure and always comment. Let me know what your favorite Skyline release from Hot Wheels is. But got a couple more in here. This is actually, this one got suspension. It's Tomica or Tamika. Tamika, however you want to say it. Nissan Skyline 2000 Turbo RS, made in Vietnam. 163rd. But does have opening doors. I don't think anything else opens on it. Does have suspension. Rubber tires. No, they're not rubber tires, but they're 2 or 3 piece tires. Got the exhaust going on there. Really awesome car. Lives here in the Jammer. Got lens tail lights on it. And a license plate. Nice gold rims. And we got lens headlights. And then the last one that I keep in this Jammer, and the last one I have to show today, it's gonna be this Nissan R35. Rubber tires, metal base, very heavy. This is a Jada toy, so it's really large, much larger than 1/64th, even though they try and claim to be. But I love how it's a flat black, the satin black. This probably should be in the R35 case, but you can see it's here in this one. So I'm not perfect. I never tried to be, or never told anybody I was, but it's a lot of work trying to keep this many die-cast cars organized. So one day it probably will end up going in the R35 case, but for now lives in the R34 and earlier, which is completely full, not one extra spot. But I'm sure in probably my R35 or something, I'm sure I probably have an overflow of this somewhere. So, as always, thanks for watching. If you like these Jammer Time videos, and make sure and hit that subscribe button. And I'm going to try and post one of these every Saturday. So, as always, thanks for watching, and have an awesome day.